Events like Jumptown are simple to their core. You land, you fight the rats, and leave with the loot. Jumptown can turn into huge battles between organizations, so it is good to be prepared for anything, which is why I'm here at Hurston getting a drink with a friend. Our boy Miles has a few contracts for us that lead us down a minor quest line towards fighting Idris, but we don't want to fight that. We want to steal it and potentially take it to Jumptown. Everybody, welcome aboard the Magic School Bus. This will be our bounty killer for the day. Now, this is not normal for me, sitting in the co-pilot seat. I love my Corsair and the kid is usually keeping the second seat warm for me, but it's nice to switch things up a little bit and only have to worry about getting cinematic shots and maybe providing some additional DPS. But let's be real, a ballistic Corsair doesn't need any help with damage. This questline keeps us around Hurston to take on bounties of different difficulties. They start off easy until we build up to taking on an Idris, and I have to say, it's nice to get a little tour of the system right now because I know in the next few months this video will feel like a time capsule of how things used to be. I mean, with the new ship updates coming out, it's gonna make these missions a little bit more challenging for the pilot and maybe even the turret gunners. That was our first bounty down, and as we head off to the next one, let me get you more excited about what's coming in the future, because I am the most excited about taking long cruises just like this one. Right now we are above Hurston heading off to our next target, and in the next update there will be changes to the clouds and the lighting, and that is just a dream come true for someone like me who wants to take full advantage of the cinematic camera from the comfort of their Corsair. With the wonderful power of editing, we managed to kill all the bounties in no time, and before we knew it, we were loading up for the next stage of the plan. So it was back to Everest Harbor for the crew and I to get ready to steal an Idris. Now, this whole setup looks a little goofy, because it is. The main idea is that we'll get up close and personal with this ship, and have the person on the back of the Nomad just jump out into space and hopefully get close enough to the Idris while the Nomad pilot basically just goes on a suicide run. The objective is basically just to drop off the friend so they can EVA over to the Idris and kill the pilot. Sounds easy, just not really. With each patch, CIG tries to make it more and more difficult for us to get aboard this ship, but we will always find a way. Always. If we have the chance to take a nearly invincible capital ship, we will always take it. How are you not taking any damage?
I don't know. I'm just rolling with it.
With the pilot dead, it was time for stage 2 of our goofy plan, and that was to use an 890 jump to get into the pilot seat. Now, it's kind of hard to see from this angle, but just imagine that there's a little man running on the top hanger of the 890 trying to push their way into the Idris. And wouldn't you know it, that goofy display of piloting prowess actually paid off, and the Cosmic Cozy Crew officially has an Idris for Jumptown. Now, the quantum time for an Idris to go all the way to Microtech is about 20 minutes, so we had a lot of time to burn. We hyped ourselves up a lot until CIG reminded us who's in charge, and despawned the Idris and sent our pilot to the heart of Crusader. That's CIG 1 and the CCC 0. So let me tell you a little something. Jumptown on Microtech is an interesting choice. Now, if you've ever been to this icy jewel, you know that the storms here can literally blind you and knock you over. But you know what? Hey, at least it's pretty. The first stage of our plan was to get a ground presence set up as soon as possible. So we sent out the Furies to go deter anybody from coming in and try to scout a landing spot for me. It didn't take everybody long to realize that I was going to have a very hard time landing this C1 anywhere near the production facility because of the dense trees and blinding snowstorms. Thankfully, after some time, I did eventually make it down. Now, I know this is a less than stellar parking job, but I mean, what would you rate me? I mean, the hybrid can't give me a good rating because there's no way you could have even seen me down here. Nobody could have really seen me down here. Parking the C2 took a bunch of time, and in that time my crew was already very busy stacking boxes for us. We spent the next hour or so loading the maze into the C2, and I felt like we must have had hundreds of boxes at this point. And that was until I went on board and got immediately humbled. This large cargo bay made all of our hard work look like almost nothing. But you know what? At least we were able to make a cool looking fort out of it. The crew and I started to see some chatter in global chat about a small group coming to Jumptown. Now, we went from being box stackers to being on the lookout for any mysterious radar pings. I did spend a little bit of time getting some glamour shots while the air support did some surveying, but it didn't take long for things to get out of hand, because suddenly, out of nowhere, ships started to drop out of the sky. At this point, everybody was on high alert and very confused. We didn't have any radar pings nearby, and not even a single parked ship could be found. But with half of our air support down now, we needed to find out who was doing this and fast. And it was just me, one squad mate, and a trapped pilot on the ground. Now I needed to rescue the pilot just so that we could have more eyes scanning the forest. I also feel like I just brought the wrong weapon for this. I can't see anything with this scope, so I learned to just never bring this and maybe just grab it 2 times the next time. Eventually, I did start to get messages about somebody blowing up my ground vehicles, so I knew that they were close, but I still had no idea where they were until...
Kenzo, is this you on the ground? Nope. I think I found Cameron. I think I got him. I think I got Cameron.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
I
I
want to finish the
I was gonna give it to Fish. Maybe if he'd use his body. Let me see
I
this.
got shot.
I took the enemy's armor and gave it to the pilot to use as a boost up and out of their ship, but while I was using the tractor beam, I got shot from someone else deep in the forest.
Oh shoot! Oh, we got a second somewhere. I just got sniped.
While I ran for cover to heal and try to listen for the sniper, things in the air started to get crazy too. It was time to leave. The pilots were running low on health and countermeasures, and we were sitting ducks on the ground for the sniper. Whoever was on the ground and still alive ran to the front of the C2 to get out. Before we left, I wanted to do some quick scans of the rocks for the sniper, but I did not see him. Now all I had to do was survive this 11,000 meter climb out of Microtech's atmosphere, and I was going to be home free. We did take a couple missile hits, but the hold to C2 was a bit tanky. But not tanky enough to survive a ship ramming into you. That was extremely annoying. Thankfully, the crew and I are all good sports about this, but we're all a little bit bummed that the fight had to end with the C2 being rammed. I mean, we all had fun though. I mean, we mainly just like the excuse to hang out and show off the ships that we have, talk about the future of the game and how we want to play it. But right now, since none of us are really in the mood to load up another ship just to have it blow up, we just waited to see if any other action would come our way. And even if we had to dogfight each other for a little bit or just recreate some scenes from Dune, we still enjoyed just kind of chilling and waiting around. But now with the sun rising on Jumptown, we all took to the skies and got some dogfighting practice in. We did take one group photo to commemorate the occasion as well, and we literally blacked out the sky with the chaff, and that was actually kind of cool. And that wraps up this little adventure. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the very end. Please, if you haven't already, do all the basic YouTube stuff. Please like, comment, subscribe for more stories just like this. Any little action that you take helps put this video in front of more people, which keeps this channel alive. And big shout out to my channel members for supporting me financially. These videos wouldn't be possible without you guys, seriously. And until the next video, please follow me on Twitch to see me record these live, and also join the Discord if you're looking to find anyone to play with. And that's really about it. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.